What's up, Yogi Gang, and welcome back to my first ever story time. Before we get into this hilarious, crazy story, I just want to say thank you so much for the support you've been showing me, the views, the likes, the subs. All that means the world to me, so keep on showing me love. Also, I wanted to start posting other gameplay like 2K or FIFA or UFC or Warzone. So let me know if y'all want to see it on this channel, or I should go make another channel, like a second Yogi Gang channel, and post that on there. Yo, this story does take place in Vegas. You know what they say, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So I am breaking that code to bring this hilarious story to you. So please drop a like right now. Pause the video, and drop a like. In fact, drop a subscribe too, you feel me? So I'll say it took place when I was like 15, 16. So like end of sophomore year, maybe end of junior year. I'm really not sure, but I was playing AAU. And for all my folks that played AAU, y'all know in the summer, you do a lot of traveling. And this summer, we did a lot of traveling. I think we went to Oklahoma, we went to Utah, we went all around the DMV, we went to Vegas, we went everywhere. But this story is gonna take place in Vegas. This was towards the end of the summer. And like I said, all my AU folks, y'all know towards the end of the summer is when the big tournaments are, like the tournaments that mean the most. And we had a tournament in Vegas, big tournament, big weekend for us. So bam, me and my pops flew down to Vegas Thursday. And usually the games kick off Friday and go till Sunday, maybe Monday, depending on how big of a tournament you're playing in. But when we get to the hotel Thursday, we're checking in and I'm looking around and I'm like, damn, this hotel is huge. Like, this hotel had everything you can imagine in it. And I was only like a 15 to 17-year-old boy. So, you know, I'm still like immature. My balls really haven't dropped yet, you feel me? So I'm looking around the hotel. I see titties everywhere. I see ass. And I'm like, yo, this is lit. This is lit. Like, if any of y'all have ever been to Vegas, Vegas has these walk-in strip clubs where you have strippers on the poles, like just ass, titties, literally everywhere. Like, you want to go see some ass and titties? And I'm not talking about on your phone or your computer. If you want to see some titties and ass in real life, after watching this video, go book a flight to Vegas. I'm pretty sure we stayed at the Pyramid, and if any of y'all know what that is, that's this huge hotel in Vegas, basically built like a pyramid, you feel me? Like, yeah, y'all could get that image. We get our room number, and we're on the 10th floor, and there's probably like, I'll lowball it, there's probably like 25, 30 floors. Remember that, that's gonna be a key part to the story. But we get our room number on the 10th floor, and we're going up to the room, and my dad, knowing how teenage boys work, you know, he sent me out. And was like, have a good time, you feel me? Oh, best believe I was finna have a good time. We was finna get lit. So bam, it's probably like me, 4 or 5 of my teammates. And we're just exploring, you know, we're walking down the street. We're seeing homeless people, seeing people smoking big gas, seeing people drunk, seeing some ass and titties. We're seeing flyers on the ground that has a number on it, and it's like $50 a night. So, you know, we're being introduced to a whole nother world outside of our teenage life. Nothing interesting really happened Thursday night. It was just a bunch of walking around, just a bunch of sightseeing, you know, seeing things that were out the ordinary. I think we tried to talk to a few girls, but outside of that, nothing really happened. And I'm pretty sure we had an 8 a.m. the next day, so I think I ended up going to bed around like 11:30. I'm gonna just keep my AU team's name anonymous and the people and my teammates' names anonymous, just for the fact that I don't know if they want to be put in the video or nothing like that. But if y'all are watching, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. For our little area where we grew up around the DMV, we were a solid AU team, you feel me? Like, we won a few tournaments, we were competitive in our area, but when you get to these big, like, national tournaments, you have competition coming from everywhere. Like, the tournament that we specifically played at in Vegas was the tournament that Zion and LaMelo were playing in. So that just gives you an idea of the level of competition we were messing with. So we actually ended up winning our first 8 a.m. game. I forget the exact score. I forget who we played against, but we ended up actually winning and we ended up making it into the winners bracket. And if you know anything about AAU, there's a winners bracket and there's a losers bracket. And even if you lose, you always have a chance to still end up winning the tournament. You just gotta play better teams and you gotta win a little bit more. So after we won our 8 a.m. game, we had another game. You know, we were icing up, resting up, getting some food, just chilling. Ain't nobody was really on nothing. Ain't nobody was really on that time because we had another game. So fast forward a couple hours, we get to our next game. And I'm not gonna lie, we got blown out. We got beat by 20 plus points. The beating that we took was worse than the beating that GTR gave me a couple videos ago. Like, there ain't no way these dudes were 15, 16. Ain't no way these dudes were the same age as us. Probably 85% of kids on that team had full-grown beards. They were over 6'5". They looked like grown-ass men. Ain't shit you could do when you playing grown-ass men with some kids. You just not, it's just not gonna work. My coach after the game was literally speechless. Usually when you get blown out in the AAU game, coaches will come in there and talk about what you need to do better, what you need to do for the next game, what each individual did wrong. You know what I'm saying? The hustle wasn't there or something. But you know, my coach came up and he was just like, well, they beat y'all. On to the next game. If any of y'all like watch basketball consistently or like keep up with basketball, if y'all know who Mac McClung is, he played on that team. He just didn't play on that team. He came off the bench. You have an NBA player coming off the bench on an AAU team. That just gives y'all an idea of how insane that team was. And to this day, Mac McClung is the coldest white boy I have ever watched with two eyes. But that game ended up putting us in the losers bracket for the Saturday games. And that last Friday night game was like at 6 or 7. So people just wanted to eat and then rest up, ice up for the game Saturday. Waking up Saturday, we all felt really good. You know what I'm saying? We want to get it back in blood. We just got blown out. So all that was on our mind was revenge game, revenge game, revenge game, revenge game. Like, we was trying to get it back in blood. Little did we know, these motherfuckers at the tournament were going to have us playing against not even grown-ass men. I don't even want to say that to describe them. These motherfuckers were old heads, bro. Like, these motherfuckers' hairlines all had the McDonald's hairline. All these motherfuckers had grown-ass beards. They were all over 6'5", and they were a team from Texas. When motherfuckers saying everything is bigger in Texas, do not take that shit with a grain of salt. Because everything is bigger in Texas. Big pause. And I know the motherfuckers who be sitting at their computer, putting up bracket A, bracket B, bracket C, going, he's finna face him head to head, doing all that. Seeing that our biggest player was 6'5". These motherfuckers had 3 6'10" motherfuckers at 15, 16 years old. Like, bro, I was going through warm-ups. We was going through layup lines and shit. And you know how you cooling in layup lines? Motherfuckers on my team were not cooling in layup lines. These motherfuckers were just watching these motherfuckers have a whole dunk contest in layup lines. Like, we was just watching in the mind like, damn, he just did a 360 windmill. Like, damn, I definitely give him a 10 out of 10, no cap. Because that shit is crazy. But anyways, y'all probably already have an idea of how the game went. We got blown out. I don't think we scored over 30 points. They pressed the whole game, and they're so goddamn tall, they take up the whole fucking court, you feel me? So ain't no ball fakes work, none of that, you feel me? They were just, like, this game was so bad, it got to a point where they felt bad when they scored because the score was so lopsided. Like, the coach would be like, nah, man, chill. Like, that's the worst feeling in basketball, when you look over and the coach is telling them to just make sure they had hit 20, 15 passes before they could shoot. Like, that is the worst feeling in basketball. The game probably ended around like 1, 2 o'clock. So, you know, we all decided we gonna have some fun. We already took a loss. Why take another loss? Like, let's take a dub tonight, no cap. Anyways, we get back to the hotel. We shower, we eat, we do all that good stuff. Ice up, and then it's probably about 3 o'clock. So, mutually, we all decide that we're gonna go to the back of the hotel. We're gonna hit the pool. We're gonna hit the big wave pool. If y'all don't know what it is, it's like this huge wave where there's like 400, 500 people in the pool, and you have to try and jump over the wave. Now that I look back on it, it's probably one of the dumbest decisions I've made in my life. There's probably about like 100 little kids in there, so you know they just pissing in the pool. No regards for anybody else in the pool. Just filling up the whole pool with piss, you feel me? And there's no chlorine or nothing in there to clean it out or kill the germs. So it's just real nasty now that I think back on it. Once we get to the wave pool, you know, we're scoping around looking. And you know, teenage boys, they gonna be in a big huddle and they gonna be like talking in each other's ears, pause. But you feel me? They gonna be talking in each other's ears like, oh, she cute type, she cute. And that's basically what we were doing for like the first like 20, 30 minutes we got there. No swimming, none of that. Just scoping out the area. And bam, we found like 4 or 5 cute joints. I'm not gonna even hold you. All these joints that we found look mad old, like mid-20s, early 30s type shit. So my friends are all like, yeah, let's get at that. I'm like, nah, I'm trying to find somebody like my age, you feel me? Because I'm still like a virgin and I'm still like never really experienced pussy, you feel me? Or even head to that point. But my friend, I'm going to call him Bob for now. I'm going to call my friend Bob. Bob, he finds this one cute light-skinned joint. Curly hair, fat butt, short. She look good. So bam, my group of 5, 6, we approached her. You know, on some cool shit, just trying to build conversation with her, you know what I'm saying? And this is how I know she was different. She asked us, what you trying to do? You feel me? She asked us. What female does that? So bam, basically, after we get to talking, my friend like, all right, well, you got to choose one, you feel me? And me, I was just sitting there real quiet, you know what I'm saying? Real shy, real introverted. And she pointed at me and she pointed at my other mans. And this one, Bob, this was another one of my group. We'll call him Steve. She pointed at Steve. So, you know, we had to tell her, like, we need a second. You feel me? We need a second to recuperate and talk about our decisions. So we get in a little group huddle, you know what I'm saying? We talking. And me and Steve talking like, who gonna do that? Who finna do that? And over here, I'm like, so I'm trying to do that for real. And my boy Steve, like, he trying to do that. So we end up, like, arguing for a little bit. And then Steve let me have it, you feel me? Because I end up telling him, like, yeah, I'm trying to get some pussy for the first time. Like, that was my goal. That was my goal going into this. So, bam, we go back to her. And she's standing there looking all sexy. In a 2-piece, like, she looking good, bro. Oh, my gosh. If you light-skinned, got some curly hair, that is my weakness. I ain't even gonna hold you. But she looking good. So we end up telling her, like, yeah, like, I'm finna come up to your room, like, just let me know when. So we exchanged numbers and all that. And basically she told me, like, yeah, I think my family might be in the room right now, but I'm gonna text you when it slide up there. And I'm like, all right, bet. So, you know, after she left and went back up to her room, I'm talking with my friends. We going through the game plan. Okay, when Connor gets in the room, we finna be by the stairs, out of this, and it's about to take him 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes. And we about to be out of there. No face, no case. Like, we had the plan set in stone. Remember that. That's the key element of this story. We had the plan in motion. The plan was going to work regardless of anything that happened. Because we were going to be out there if shit hit the fan. But like 20, 25 minutes later, we're all chilling. And I get a text basically like, yeah, come up. They're gone. So, boy, I'm hyped, boy. I'm doing jumping jacks, you know what I'm saying? I'm stretching. I'm like, yeah, I'm finna get some pussy. I'm finna be deep in that shit. Man, you know when you get nervous and you start sweating, armpits start sweating, face starts sweating. My niggas looking at me like, bro, you straight? Like, you straight? I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm just a little nervous, you feel me? But, boy, shit racing through my head. Like, fuck, what if I nut quick? How do I do it? Like, but really, I was confident because of all the porn I watched going up to this moment, you feel me? So I was confident. I was confident, but I was just a little nervous. Unfortunately, that's going to be the end of part 1. Make sure y'all tune back in a couple days to get part 2. Because let me tell you, this video gets crazy, absolutely crazy. But without further ado, y'all have a blessed day.